When I look at an archive, I am drawn to the absences, the negative spaces, the stories that were distorted or overlooked altogether. The archive is deceptive. It prides itself as a fount of knowledge and documentation while continuing to lack so many narratives. By upholding certain stories, it inherently leaves out so many others. What is an archive to someone who cannot find themselves within it? Who cannot learn about themselves, about their history, because the archive never valued, never respected, never preserved their narrative? And what is it to someone who can only study themselves through the gaze of an outsider, a mere observer of their reality, but not a participant thereof? To have claim over the archive is to have power in every tense, past, present, and future. It is a legacy, a trust fund of knowledge, a piece of historical real estate. When the archive is a standard of legitimacy, the stories that exist beyond it are invalidated, pushed even further into the margins. How do we build upon a broken foundation of history? How do we provide new narratives while correcting the distorted old ones, or while compensating for the lack of old narratives altogether? When I look at an archive, I look hard. I look for the faces, the stories, the reflections of the people the archive wasn't made for. Sometimes they are tucked into the folds of the archive. Many times I have to stray far from the archive to find them. It is hard not to think about the archive at an institution like this, a place that is an archive in and of itself. I see libraries full of donated boxes of letters and trinkets and photos and notes, lives longing to be remembered. I look at my friends, my communities at this school, our experiences that are such new additions to this place, made for copy-pasted white men in bad wigs or top hats. The fact that there aren't many pictures resembling us in the archives doesn't mean we don't have stories to tell. To be archived is to be seen. It is to have been visible in the first place, to have been recognized as something worth preserving, worth honoring, worth passing on. We are here to proclaim the worth, the honor of our histories, and the importance of preserving them. Yet we are here to disrupt the archives, to correct them, to insert ourselves into them, but also bust out of them, into something more inclusive, more accessible, more representative of where we came from. For my communities, preservation isn't dust-free, temperature-controlled, multi-billion-dollar stasis. It's celebrating, mourning, art-making, passing on the stories that have most shaped us. Our histories, which we breathe life into every day, will be valuable, honorable, and resilient within and beyond any archive.